Welcome back. Now we're going to familiarize ourselves with the Plutus Playground. That's where we will write our Plutus code while it's in the testnet phase. So if you go to testnet.ihkdev.io, you're going to get in this website. This is where we have the all our technology for preview by the users. So you click on the Plutus testnet. You can see the documentation, the links to different resources, and then you click on Plutus Playground. When you go to the playground, this is how the playground looks. Normally I click open in full screen. So when you open in full screen, this is how it looks. Now, our goal for this lesson is to familiarize ourselves with the Plutus Playground and understand how simulations work and how weight actions work. So let's go to the playground. The playground is composed of 3 tabs: the editor, the simulation, and the transactions. The editor is a Haskell editor where you will write your Plutus code on-chain and off-chain. And when you click compile, you will be able to go to the simulation tab and to the transaction tab to see the history. All right. So in our case, we go to the editor and click on the game button. This is the game sample we're going to test. Let me show you how this game works. So Alice decides she wants to play a game, and she sends a message start game, and it gets stored in the blockchain. Bob will log with a password. The password is going to be Open Sesame, something like 8 ADAs. Then both of them were going to wait 10 slots, and then Alice is going to try to guess first the hello world, and the smart contract is going to say it's invalid, and then she will do the right password Open Sesame, and then the blockchain is going to return back 8 ADA for Alice. Let's look how that will work. So here we have our code. It's the game sample, and we compile it. Now you see we are in the simulation tab, and we are in simulation 1. So in this case, we are going to simulate with, let's say, we begin with 10 ADA. This 0 here is for multi-currency. So 0 is the first currency that we have. And this is Alice, wallet number 1. Now, let's say Bob starts with 20 ADA. We know it's 20, and we know that the 0 is the ADA amount. So, as we saw in our diagram, Alice starts the game by saying, I want to start the game. So she will do the action start game. You can see the different actions that are published here, start game. And you see wallet 1 says start game. This is equivalent in our diagram to this right here, start game. Okay. Now, Bob says, okay, I'm going to log. In the password, we were going to use Open Sesame. And we're going to log 8 ADAs. And then, in our diagram, we said we are going to wait 10 slots. So we are going to add a wait action, 10 slots right here. And then, if we go to our diagram back, Alice is going to try to guess hello world, which is going to be invalid. So we go with Alice, and we add the action guess. And she's going to say, my guess is hello world. We can wait another 10 blocks right here, and then she will guess the correct one, Open Sesame, and we can add another wait action at the end of the simulation. So, as you can see, this is going to be the actions that are going to happen on the blockchain one through the other. So, Let's click Evaluate. Now we move to the Transactions tab. In the Transactions tab, we can see that in the beginning of time, there were created 30 ADAs, and those 30 ADAs were assigned 10 to wallet 1 and 20 to wallet 2. Then wallet 2 assigned 8 ADAs to the smart contract and 12 were returned to itself. The final balance is wallet 1, this is Alice, got 18 ADAs, and wallet 2, this is Bob, got 12 ADAs. We know this because Alice was able to guess with the Open Sesame password and get the treasure, right? The 8 ADAs. Here in the logs, you can see how the first attempt to guess the password was wrong when we use hello world, but then the second attempt was successful. And that is how Alice ended up with the 8 ADAs of the prize. And this is how I like this visualization, the blockchain visualization, because it's very similar to our original diagram. You see, the difference is that in the visualization, we see the amounts of ADAs that were transferred. All right. Hope this has shown you how it's easy to simulate different paths using the simulation tool and then observe the results in the Transactions tab. Now, in the next lesson, we're going to do one more sample of the crowdfunding contract, which is, more difficult than the guessing game. See you there.